welcome to this YouTube channel. Today we're going to do something interesting, and what we're going to do is to test artificial intelligence and whether artificial intelligence can help us reconcile our payments and invoices. So I have a data set here which has invoice ID, date and amount under payments, and this is a table called payments. So I converted this data into a table, and the table is called payments. And on sheet 2, I have another one table. This is also another table called invoices, and it also has the same columns: invoice ID, date, and amount. What is our objective? Our objective is to find out the difference between these two tables. For example, the invoice number 1 has 400 under payments. When I go to invoice 2, it has 5. Invoice 1 under invoices, it has 500. So there is a difference of 100. So that's what we want to accomplish. And we're going to use artificial intelligence. I'm going to use an add-on called CoPilot for Finance. Now, to get the add-on, you go to the Home tab, click on Add-ins, click on More here. It brings this dialog. Then you search for CoPilot for Finance. Hit Enter. It's going to search this and click the Add button. Then it's going to put it right here. So I already have it. I'm not going to do it again. So let's see how we can do a reconciliation using this add-on. So we click on this add-on. So it says, hey, are you ready? Yes, we are ready. Click on Reconcile Data. Then it identifies sheet 1 and the table on sheet 1, which is payments. So I have sheet 1 here, and this table is called payments. Then I have sheet 2 here, and the table is called invoices. So it has correctly identified those tables. Then I click on next. Then it says creating reconciling rules. So it has brought 2 of them here. Let me expand this. So we have payments under sheet 1, and sheet 2 we have invoices. So sometimes it indicates the possible columns, but in this case it has not. So I'll come here and say add columns, mapping key. So what are the likely matching columns in these two tables? One thing I can think about is the invoice ID in the invoice table is likely to match the invoice ID in the invoice table. That's one of them. Then for another one that we need to match is we have monetary column. Click on that. So in the payments table, the monetary column is amount. This is where you have your dollars. And the invoice table is also amount. The next thing we're going to do is click next. So it says creating reconciliation report on any sheet. So it has started doing the reconciliation, and by the reconciliation, it is comparing each line of invoice in table 1 with the corresponding line in table 2 and identifying the difference. After that, it is going to create a new sheet, and under that new sheet, it's going to put a reconciliation report. And in that reconciliation report, there you go, the reconciliation report appears on a new sheet. And let's go through this reconciliation report and see whether it has done a right job. So it says sheet 1, we have payments. Sheet 2, we have invoices. So it compared invoice 1 on sheet 1. These are unmatched transactions. So invoice 1 has 400. And the sheet 2 with invoice table has 500. So 400 minus 500, it gives you negative 100. Can we check whether it has done it right? Go here, invoice 1, 400. Under invoices, invoice 1 is 500, and that is very correct. Has done the same. So we have the unmatched transactions are here. Where there are spaces, it means it did not find these invoices under this did not find these two invoices in this sheet here. And of course, you can go in and confirm sheets invoice 16 and 17, they are under payments, but they are not under invoices. So when I go invoices, stopped at 15, 16 and 17 are not there. But when I go here under payments, the two are there. So the blank space means that these invoices are not here. And then these ones, they're in the invoice table, but they are not in here. And the difference is this. Now, when I move right down here, when I expand on this, it has matched columns. Invoice 3 matches invoice 3. The difference is 0. And there you go. So it has successfully been able to find the differences between our payments and our invoices, and has even pointed out where the differences are coming from. Now, when you move to the right here, it has also done a summary report which summarizes the work it has done here. So it says out of the total transactions reconciled, 10 reconciled perfectly, meaning that those were able to match. There were potentially no matched transactions that required further scrutiny. That is very good. Then it also gives you the transactions that had mismatches. Then it gives you the transactions that were in one table and not in another table. And then the ones that are in the second table, but not in the first table. So it gives a reconciliation report. And if you want to regenerate it, you can do so. If you want to save it, you can save it as a PDF by clicking this button. There you go. Artificial intelligence has done some work for us. The drawback is that it appeared to be a bit slow, but nevertheless, it managed to do the work. It would be interesting if I could try it on a large database and I see how it copes. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. If you have not subscribed, you owe me something. Please subscribe, especially if you're watching my videos. Have a great day and see you in the next video.